Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libras. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for Libra as we are in the early stages of Pisces season? The year is just moving right along, right? But yeah, let's get it going. And yes, I'm just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then at the very end, I have a special treat for you this week, my friends. My dear friend Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology is going to do a little astrology segment. Let us know what's happening in the stars, so that should be very insightful. Show her a bunch of love. But yeah, let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra here in the early stages of March, please. What's happening? All right, nice and quick. Okay. All right, this is a bound up type of energy I'm seeing here, my friends. You see the angel there, it does seem bound. Now, this is a absolutely beautiful type of image that we see right here with the guardian angel, but at the same time, it feels a little restricted, and it reminds me of the Eight of Swords a little bit, so there could be someone you're linked to that's stressing quite a bit. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So, as I already said, this is a striking piece of imagery. We see this beautiful angel with the big wings. It's like a guardian angel type of energy. And notice it is bound up in all that red tape kind of, or red rope, red string. So it does feel restricted. For some of you, you might feel like cornered or imprisoned in some way or another. But a big thing I always think of is the Eight of Swords with this. So I wouldn't be shocked if that type of energy shows up. What do we think of with the Eight of Swords? It's somebody who's thinking a lot, overthinking, on edge, a little nervous. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be. This could just be someone that you're connected to, doing a lot of thought, a lot of thinking, just like over and over and over, like thought loops, literally. But a good thing about this energy that I always like to say is that it's not long lasting. This is energy that does move through rather quickly. I would say just watch your anxiety levels in this time and your stress levels. That could be very important for the Libra collective. So we're just going to put that down right there. Let's get into tarot now. See what's happening. And yeah, I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for the lovely Libras in early March. And while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. Beautiful type of energy, if I do say so myself. The reading was titled A Massive Win, and it was the second week in a row where there was this victorious win-based type of energy. So for a lot of you, if you're going through trying times, troubles, tribulations, whatever you want to call it, this energy sweeping in towards Libra is very positive. Okay, and there's different types of wins, right? There's monetary ones, there's relationship ones. It was feeling very optimistic. So, and remember, yeah, it could still bleed over. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's get it going. What do we got for the lovely Libras here, my gods? What do we got for my friend? Oh, okay, that was a hanger. So yeah, that's a movement-based type of energy here. We're starting with a bang when we have the Chariot. Could be distance, travel, stuff like that as well. Let's get a couple more, then we'll really play this out. But literally the fastest moving card. We got the full card, so we have more action, more movement. All right. Okay, let's get one more. This Aries energy in the center. I mean, that could be representing, I mean, a lot of you do know that Aries is your zodiacal opposite, the yin to the yang. Okay, we do have the Ace of Cups. So far, Libra, it looks like we might be continuing this good positive energy. I do want to see what's happening underneath the surface, but there's a lot of energy of new cycles, new beginnings here. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, seeing some action, we're seeing some movement. Like we go from the Chariot into the Fool. These are like go, 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 go. So there's a lot of moving parts, moving energy. We have this beautiful water on the back end with the Ace of Cups, double water sign energy. So just know you might be a little more emotional than you normally are, or feeling things in a deep way. But powerful cards, powerful major arcana, and all of them do skew towards the positive, right? But I feel like there's more underneath the surface that we really need to explore. Let's go one by one. Position number one, we do have the Chariot. Now, for a portion of you, yeah, this could just be a Cancer or a Cancerian that you're connected to. This is the card of their zodiac sign. When I see the Chariot, I do think of distance. I do think of travel. This could represent your vehicle in one form or another. So there could be things surrounding or involving vehicle and transportation, but this is a card of action. It's a card of movement. This is not staying still. So certain situations can pick up a lot of steam. This is a very fast, explosive type of energy. Even though it's of the water element, there's just a lot of power and determination behind it. For some of you, yeah, maybe you're going towards something or moving, like it's to, from, there's back, forth. This energy is always going somewhere. So we're starting with a literal bang with this powerful vibe. Now, one thing I do always say about the Chariot, it's important for us to always remember that chariots were made for war. They're an instrument of war. So there could be an aggression to this energy. So someone may be a little grumpy, maybe someone's feeling a little aggressive. It could be good, but at the same time, yeah, the Chariot could represent button heads sometimes. Moving to the center, we do have a very, very optimistic vibe. We have the Fool card, our protagonist of the tarot deck, the Fool's Journey. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that. Represents Aries, so you might be connected to one, you might not be. But when the Fool is here, I think of a new cycle, a new adventure, especially next to this Chariot. We got the Ace of Cups. There's like an energy of adventure within this, which is really nice. Now, the Fool is moving towards something big. It's moving towards something prosperous, but there are warning signs with the Fool card. This could be Spirit telling you, okay, don't be too spontaneous in this time. Make sure whatever you're doing, there's good laid plans for it. Because the Fool energy, just like Aries, could be a little bit spontaneous sometimes. And I'm not talking smack about Aries because I am one, okay? So we'll see what's up with this Fool. Once again, very happy, very jovial type of energy as well. Like, it's jolly, but it could be a little reckless sometimes, just like the Aries energy. So moving to the back end, we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This is a card of opportunities. It's a card of offers. And just like the Fool, it could represent new cycles, new things coming in. So we're really going to want to discern what this represents. Now, in my simplistic style, it could just tell us a way you might be feeling when we clarify it, or something that's going to be affecting your emotions. There is a lot of love and care connected with this Ace of Cups. But just like with everything in life, it has that upright positive energy, but at the same time, it could easily flip, if you know what I mean. So we'll see how someone's feeling. We'll see how someone's emotions could be. I feel like it could be really good, especially with all this new action, this movement, this forward momentum. This could easily be an opportunity or offer of some kind. So yeah, Libra, I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my Librans, please. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Chariot. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Chariot time. Let's get this card out here. And while I get the card out, for those of you that have been asking, I've been seeing some inquiries. My March personal reading calendar has been updated. You can check that out on my website. All right, Chariot in the description. You know the deal. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse here. What is coming back? What is coming back around here for you? Okay, there is something that's like a boomerang, like it's swinging back around here. Now, I do want to mention this. We have Cancerian energy. We have Scorpio energy heavily. We also have more water. There's a lot of emotional energy flowing through the Libra collective. And depending on what shows up in the rest of the reading, I might say, like, hey, Libra, take this as a bit of a warning. This could be an emotional warning of some sort. It could be very volatile. Not necessarily bad, though. When I see the Death card, if we're not talking about a Scorpio, in the reverse, like, this is a card of the last cycle of the past. So when it's in reverse under the Chariot, it's like swinging back around, swinging back around. So for a lot of you, this could be like a return in a very explosive way. That's just how I'm feeling it. Now, I don't necessarily feel like it's bad or you have to have your guard up or it's a huge warning or anything like that. The Death card is very powerful in its energy. It's like almost unavoidable in one way or another. So just know, whether it is a person, whether it's a behavior, whether it's a thought process, there's something swinging back, fast, like hot and heavy. It's coming in very strong. Now, the Death card could also represent remaking oneself, okay? Like something that tries to show how new it is, if that makes sense, or a renewal. Death card is Phoenix rising from the ashes type of energy. But the fact that it's in reverse under the Chariot with all this action, this power, this movement, there's just so much strong energy around the collective right now. I wouldn't be shocked to see multiple different things return for a lot of the Libras in this time. And I feel like I've seen that for you in recent weeks as well, maybe even like a month or two ago. It's extremely powerful energy here. We're going to keep moving. I'm not going to talk it into the ground. I mean, if the Death card was in the upright, to me, it's like, yeah, I'm moving forward. I'm not looking back. This energy is looking back and it's returning back. So let's see what the Fool has to say. Let's see what's up. And yeah, remember, that doesn't have to be yours. And with all the emotion I'm feeling as well, even if things don't pop back up, just know you're going to be on the emotional side in this time, a little more so. So let's see why the Fool's here. If not you, someone else, that's for sure. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so the Seven of Swords in reverse underneath the Fool, like something becoming known, being made known. Okay, like literally, this is a card that does generally have some rough patches to it whenever we have the Seven of Swords. It could represent people that aren't super trustworthy in the upright. It could be like snakes and people that you need to watch out for and stuff like that. So for some Libras in this time, you might be the type of person where like any new individual coming into your circle, you're like, oh, no, I'm very skeptical. No new people, like that type of energy. You might be super protective. Obviously, not every Libra. I know Libras, a ton of them in my personal life, and very social individuals. But you might be trusting people as far as you can throw them in this time. That's the vibe I'm picking up here, my friends. But once again, Seven of Swords in reverse. It's like something being made known. So for a lot of you, the path forward in regards to something, or if you're going through situations or problems, the path forward will be clear. Your next move will be very clear. That's what this is giving me, which is nice. Okay, but Seven of Swords is something we don't quite see. And in reverse underneath the Fool card, there is a reveal here, or just something being made known. So let's keep moving over. I'm not really going to stick on that too much. It is what it is. I do feel for a lot of you, you're going to be extra skeptical of different people in this time. Let's see what that Ace of Cups has to say. Then we'll do a quick recap before your astrology segment. I mean, I haven't seen an energy like this around you guys in a while, so something's popping up. So why is the Ace of Cups here? And yeah, once again, I'm not getting like huge red flags. There's that emotional warning for sure. And yeah, here it comes again. So we have this multiple action. We have Judgment in reverse underneath this Ace of Cups. And I know anyone that's a tarot reader, I'm not chuckling because it's funny. I mean, but if you're a tarot reader, you get why I'm chuckling here. Like with the Death card, reverse. Judgment, reverse underneath this Ace of Cups. It's like, okay, there's multiple things just like swinging back around, this boomerang type of energy. So old feelings coming back, old emotions coming back. Like it's extremely powerful. Now, Judgment could represent decisions. Similar to Justice in that way. It could represent decisions, it could represent choices, but to me it's a card of action. And in reverse, it's just like the Death card. They're both karmic cards, so when they show up in reverse, it's like a return of something coming back. So I wouldn't be surprised for a lot of you if old feelings resurface. Old feelings pop back up and you might have to reprocess them or rethink about them, revisit them. I'm getting like this return type of vibe. It's all over your reading this week, Libra. So if this isn't you, it's someone you're connected to for sure, either in this energy or wanting to be at the very least, because like Death and Judgment, they're so similar. Okay, for a portion of you, yeah, there could be a cycle that you want to repeat. Okay, and that's your prerogative. There could be a cycle you want to repeat. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, because once again, we have themes, but it's the oddest type of energy. It's like coming in and out. It's coming and going. Let's go through and then we'll get into your astrology segment, though. If you kindly look in the box here, Libra, position number 1, we do have The Chariot with the Death card in reverse, like I said, this felt like a boomerang to me. So whether it's a behavior, a thought process, it could be someone, even like a person, like swinging back around, big energy of return, and it feels like explosive, just popping back up, popping back in. For another portion of you, yeah, I mean, it could be, you know, I'm not even going to go that route. I don't want to keep adding to the messages. It is what it is, right? Whether it hits or it doesn't. But moving to the center, we have the Fool card and the Seven of Swords. Something making itself known, something revealing itself, something coming in. And it's showing up here in a very heavy way. I do feel for a lot of Libras, you're going to be extra skeptical of people in this time, specifically new. I use the term, you're going to trust them as far as you could throw them. That's the vibe I'm picking up, my friends. But yeah, there's this energy of things being made known. So maybe the path forward for you, or the next steps, the next cycle, it's like, okay, now I see it clearly what I need to do. Moving to the back end, we have the Ace of Cups with Judgment, almost mirror image of what we have up here. So it's like old feelings popping back up, old thought processes, like just return after return all over this reading. Okay, so if it's not you revisiting, it's somebody else revisiting something in one way or another. I did also say, with all this powerful water energy and internal energy in the mix, watch your emotions in this time. Your emotions might be running a little heightened, more so than usual. So there could be an emotional warning in the mix as well. But yeah, please, Libra, take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. And with that being said, I'm going to kick it over to my dear friend Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology.
Hi, my name is Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology. I'm here to give you a briefing on the upcoming eclipse season, which is beginning in March, and we will see a series of eclipses happening at the end of the month and the beginning of April. The energy will be felt more strongly during the first 2 months of eclipse season. However, it can take 6 months to play out until the next eclipse cycle begins. I will be doing this based on rising signs, so if you don't know your rising sign or have a birth chart, you can email me at itsacosmiclife@gmail.com and I can help you out with that. If you are watching for your sun sign, you may find that there's more resonance with your work and career life with these horoscopes. And if you find this video helpful, I ask that you hop on over to my YouTube channel, Cosmic Life Astrology, where I upload videos every week on what's in store for us week by week. And I hope you enjoy this. Let's dive in. Hello, Libra rising. So for you guys, the eclipse cycle is happening in your 1st and 7th house axis. This is the axis of self and partner. And we have the North Node and South Node in this area as well. So there's been already a lot of focus in those 2 areas of your life, especially with Chiron in Aries as well. I want to first talk about Mercury retrograde because it begins on April 1st, right in between the full moon lunar eclipse and the new moon solar eclipse, okay? And that's significant because there's going to be a need for, a strong need for revising or revisiting some issues that may need to be panned out before you have a new beginning. And the pre-retrograde shadow begins on March 18th when Mercury hits 15 degrees of Aries, and until it gets to 27 degrees of Aries on April 1st, where it starts its retrograde. So during this period, you may see clues as to what you'll be working on during the retrograde cycle. So beware of what comes up during that period of time. On March 25th, we have the Libra full moon lunar eclipse at 5 degrees of Libra. And so that is happening in your 1st house. And there will be a trine to Pluto and Aquarius in your 5th house. And so I see this as, you know, something coming to culmination in regards to the work you've been doing on yourself, whether you've been addressing, you know, changes with your image or changes with your body, and how you're presented to the world. You may have been doing, you know, a makeover of some sort, or, you know, just getting into better shape. With the trine to Pluto and Aquarius in your 5th house of romance, children, hobbies, creative projects, this could bring an opportunity for transformation with your children or your ability to have children based off of, doing some of that body work you may have been doing. It could also be that because of your, makeover and glow up and your new image, you may be open to dating, especially with the 7th house lit up as well. Or you could be starting new creative projects with partners. And when we have the Aries new moon solar eclipse on April 8th, that will be at 19 degrees of Aries in your 7th house of partnerships, whether it's business or romantic. There will be a conjunction to Chiron and the North Node during this eclipse. So there will be a major new beginning in your 7th house of partnerships. It could be as a result of healing work you've been doing within those partnerships, or there could be a healing potential that comes from partnerships. And this could also bring a deepening of your relationship as well. So, all good news for you guys. I hope you enjoyed.
If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.